you
Yeah.
started a jump rope club and a jump rope team at Stanford, right?
Yep.
So how did that go? And I I was reading from an article that I think was posted by Stanford in their newspaper or something, and it
Mhm.
said that the Stanford club had a meteoric rise. How did that come about?
Yeah. That was really interesting. I was very, very lucky at the timing of when I, entered Stanford. So I even before I got there, when I visited with my mom, Justin Meyer was there, and yeah, I know Justin for a long time because he was one of my first jump rope rivals. Always beat me in 3 minute. And so he like introduced me to like the campus and like took us on the tour, and I was like, welcome. By the way, I got connected with these two other jumpers here. They, were more performance based, but their names are Agatha and Josh. They're seniors next year, and they'd be interested in starting a team. So once I got on campus, I connected with them. Justin went abroad he was in like Italy, but working with Agatha and Josh, we really pushed through the paperwork, put the team together. We had this really important performance that Agatha was able to pull off for us, where we performed in front of all of the incoming students for the next
Nice,
year, right, for
nice.
admin weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And so we performed, and I think it was a pretty good performance. And next year, that fall, we really just plugged into the existing Stanford club, culture, which is that we have like an activity fair, and we say, come try out. You audition, and you get onto the team. That's what all the clubs at Stanford do, right? And so now that we had the official paperwork done from that spring, so that was my frosh year. Um, I tried to do some things where I would like, do like I did like a workout, like a jump rope workout workshop where
Mm-hmm.
I, had all the people in my dorm come and basically get their ass kicked by jump rope. They,
Right, right. Yep.
those poor things, they were very sore for a long time.
Yeah. Oh
But
man.
really in the fall, we were able to catalyze the momentum we had from that performance. People were interested. We had a tryout, and then that's really the beginning of Stanford Jump Rope as you see it today. I think I'm very grateful that Josh and Agatha were around the following year because I think Josh was doing a co-term. I think Agatha was doing a co-term as well, or finishing up. Justin's like a phenomenal coach. And Mason had come that year as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because Mason was with us in the fall, we were able to like do interesting performances and look cool and really teach at the very beginning. And that kind of set the tone. So, plugging into the existing culture. Justin was also a part of this one of the most popular clubs on Stanford. I'm trying to remember Taiko. It's like this Japanese drumming club.
That's cool.
Um, Super cool, really, really good music. And they go for like generations of clubs where the alumni come and are super involved. And so,
Wow, that's
uh,
legit.
yes. And so what we just kind of stole a lot of stuff from Taiko. Like,
Nice.
right? Like Taiko's doing it well, so it's
Yep.
like, hey,
Find what
we're just
works
gonna
and
do it
emulate
all.
it. Yep.
Yep, y'all roll out people. Okay, we'll do rollouts. Rollouts are this thing where after you make it in auditions, you knock on someone's door at like 5 a.m. before they're awake, and you like bang on their door and you say like, "Welcome to Stanford Jump Rope," and they have to do something like jump over rope, and we all get together and eat donuts and take a picture.
That is
So that's
so
like
cool.
it's really fun. It makes people feel a part of something, And when you're like a new person at a school, especially if you don't know anyone,
Yeah.
feeling part of something is very important. And I think that's probably the most important part of the club. Jump rope's a part of it, yes, but at the end of the day, it's just a convening of people and making people feel like they're part of something greater.
It's a real community. It's everyone coming together. There's this thing, jump
Hmm.
rope, that brings them together, but it's a bunch of humans enjoying being around this group or this smaller little sub tribe, which is really
Exactly.
neat. What did those practices look like with the club?
So we organized it such that we wouldn't take any performances in the fall so we could focus on just teaching and getting the fundamentals going. And so After tryouts, we do teach a lot of like the fundamental like crosses and stuff. We ask people to put together their routines. But then we focus on like teaching, the group routine or routines that we have in play for this particular season.
Hmm.
And, we're making sure that people, drill the fundamentals and like can do them in sequence and, jump to the music. You also need to learn double dutch. Can you jump? Can you turn? As long as we get those fundamentals spun up, then we begin to focus on the performance season, which is Stanford has like 3 quarters. So in winter and spring quarter, we switch to more performances and it's getting ready for that very first performance. So do you have a routine? Do you can you be in this double dutch or this group thing? A lot of it is just getting ready for that and drilling it over and over and over again because drilling the
Hmm.
mistakes out is really tough.
Hmm.
Um, there would be a lot of times where we have performance coming up and because people are busy, sometimes they'll miss practices. And so we do this thing where morning practice where, I know at 5 a.m. everyone's free.
Oh
So
my! You made them get up at 5.
sometimes it's 5 or 6, like really stupid hours. There'd be times I show up to morning practice just without sleeping. But that's what we did. We put the work in to get ready for these performances. But we also do more fun things like we might do like a speed workout, or I think Mason especially focus on speed workouts and fundamentals and doing things like besides just jump rope, but like jogging and other ways to just stay physically fit because people join the team for different reasons. Some people join just to stay fit. Some people join as like a physical reprieve from the other stuff going on in their lives. Some people join because they want to be a part of a club. So you gotta try to walk the balance of hitting all those things so that everyone feels included without alienating folks because they're not getting what they want out of it.
I have a lot of respect for the way you've approached that because I think what you've done or what, your group did so well is like legitimately understanding, like you said, the culture of where you were and understanding the people that you were creating this experience for. And yeah, I remember watching a lot of Stanford jump rope stuff and seeing the group, and I noticed not only was it it was a very large club as far as,
Hmm.
college jump rope clubs go, but there was a very legitimate connection, and kind of in the back of my mind was, how it makes more sense now how you actually accomplish that, because to me, I had helped create a smaller jump rope club at UCSB, but
Hmm.
it was not the same. And I remember trying to get people to show up. We did not approach the culture the way you did, and it did not work out that well. And not that it was bad, it just wasn't, it wasn't that same idea of community like you're expressing. And like, it makes a lot of sense now. It's cool. I think this is a really important takeaway for anyone who is currently on a college team or anybody who is looking to start a college team, is not to approach it from I'm a competitive jump roper perspective, but rather the way you did, which is, where am I? Who's around me? Who's successful in creating a club? What does the club actually mean to the people that are engaging? And how can I take jump rope and shape it into something that provides value to the people that are here? And I think that
Hmm.
your perspective and your awareness for that was genuinely phenomenal, and it makes a lot more sense now why it's been so successful. And it's still going, right?
Yeah, yeah. They I think they're transitioning into new president coming up soon, and I mean it's it's really fun to watch, especially now that I'm like no longer there to like see it keep going. And there's people who are very passionate about Stanford jump rope, which I'm just so thankful for.